Hello there Power Ranger fans, it's me, Admin GoldKingRanger from the GoldKingRanger team, and I'm back with another Power Rangers Lightning Collection toy review. Awesome! And in this video, we're going to be reviewing the Power Rangers Lightning Collection action figures Wave 5. Oh wow, I still can't believe it, we've now up to Wave 5 on the Power Ranger Lightning Collection figures. Previously, we've had a look at Waves 1, 2, 3 and 4, and now, this week, we're taking a look at Wave 5. Now, as I'm in the UK, I got all these 4 awesome Morphinominal figures from Comics and Cocktails. But I think you guys in America can get them from, I think it's like Target, Walmart that tends to have them at the moment. Maybe Walgreens, I think is one of them. I can't remember. All I know is I've seen a lot of people in America on Twitter have been tweeting it, and we've been trying to retweet the posts and stuff that we see. But let's get into this. So in this way, we have got Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger Billy, Ranger Slayer from the Boom Comics, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and we've also got Trey, the Gold Ranger, so Trey of Triforia from Power Rangers Zeo, and our first Time Force figure, Wes, the Red Time Force Ranger. Oh, sweet. This is so cool. I really am very excited about reviewing this wave because we've now got loads of new figures. And now, what we're going to do is, as always, we're going to take a look at each individual figure's packaging. And then we're going to take a look at each individual figure and so on. So let's jump in. So first of all, we've got Billy, the Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger. And as you can see straight away, we've got a nice artwork of the Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger with Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger written on the bottom, Hasbro logo at the bottom, looking really cool. And then we've got the head of Billy, because as I showed you in many of these reviews, they have all got swappable heads. We've also got a Blade Blaster, a Power Lance, and it's long staff Power Lance mode, so a long lance mode and then the 2 lance mode for when you combine them to form the Power Blaster, or if you just want to use them for individual weapons for your Blue Ranger. And the Blue Ranger figure itself is looking really awesome in its box. Okay, I've noticed my one's foot is a little twisted, but that's probably just because it's rotated oddly, but when I get out of the box I'll be able to fix that. On the side we got continuing of this artwork here from the front to the side. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo. On the other side, that artwork again for when it's on toy shops shelves. You can see it's the Blue Ranger from Mighty Morphin. And on the back we got a really cool well, it's just to show you what the figure looks like when it's got its weapon and the add-on accessory, which all figures have, all weapons, all figures have. Okay, next is Ranger Slayer from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Boom Studio comics from Shattered Grid and Beyond the Grid. So as you can see, we got, here she is, Ranger Slayer. She's basically an alternative version of Kimberly in Lord Draken's world, or the world of the coinless, I think they call it. And we have an evil sort of Sword of Darkness version of the Power Bow, looking fantastic. And we got a black Blade Blaster, 2 changeable hands, just like all the other figures do. Got a triple bow, triple arrows, which is really cool. And there's the figure itself looking really awesome. It doesn't look like it comes with a civilian head, but I haven't opened it up yet, so I can't really see if it does or not. Again with the artwork, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Ranger Slayer, Boom, Power Rangers Lightning Collection, and then we got the continuing artwork on the side, looking awesome. The logo again, then the continuing artwork down the side of the box with the lightning bolt, just like the Blue Ranger. On the back you got a nice illustration of the figure itself, with its really cool torn cape, which is really cool. Okay, what's next? Well, next is Trey of Triforia, the Zeo Gold Ranger. Now what's interesting is, in the previous wave, Wave 4, we had, no sorry, Wave 3 actually. Yeah, Wave 3 we had Jason, the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, which is really awesome. And so it's really cool that they gave us Triforia instead of just another Jason head. So this was really cool. And the staff, I believe, is different from the one you get from the 2 Jason figure set. And Gold Ranger's looking awesome. And as you can see with the artwork down the front and also down the side, looking awesome. We've got the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Zeo Gold Ranger. We've got that cool artwork down the side with the little lightning bolt again. On the back, the Gold Ranger figure looking just totally more phenomenal. I love that. And last but not least is our first Lightning Collection Time Force figure. And this is really cool. So we got Wes, the red Time Force Ranger from Power Rangers Time Force. So we got Power Rangers Lightning Collection Time Force Red Ranger. So if you're a Time Force fan, and trust me, I know a lot of them, this is a really great figure for you guys. So as you can see, we've got a nice illustration of Time Force Red. Down the side, that artwork continues on. Love that. Then on this side, got that really cool artwork again. On the back, the Time Force Red figure itself. Now I would have preferred if this electrical effect would have been red instead of yellow, but I'm not the one who decides this. And before I forget, we got the Time Force logo on the side of the box. So it looks really cool. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up all these figure boxes and we're going to take a look at each individual figure. So let's have some fun. First up, Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger Billy. Okay, so first of all we have Billy the Blue Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Sweet! So it's so cool that we've almost got all the Mighty... Okay, technically we do have all the figures from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in the Lightning Collection. Well, if you count Armoured Black Ranger and the Green Ranger with the silver stripe. But I think a lot of you can probably agree that we really would like to have a normal Green Ranger without the silver stripe and the silver buckle, the gold buckle instead of silver, and Zack without a shield, pretty much. But let's never mind about that now. I'm sure that will come along later in waves 6 and 7. But for now, let's review the figures of wave 5. So first, Billy's Blue Ranger. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the details of the figures, then take a look at the accessories and articulations and so on. So first of all, Billy is looking really cool with this nice blue colour, silver and yellow for the eyes, looking really nice, and there's nice silver on the horns and around the edge of the visor and on the mouthpiece. Looking really cool. White going down on the diamonds and triangle pattern. Got a little morpher buckle with a little Triceratops coin. Looking really cool. That's nice in silver and red and gold. Absolutely love that. That's so cool. And blue down the leg and the diamonds on the back, painted very nicely. Nice bit of Billy booty in your face. But we're going to get Ranger booty with these figures, unfortunately. Oh well. Anyway, time for articulation. So first we got head articulation. So like with all the figures, 360 degrees on the head. The arms can do 460 degrees at the shoulder, or they can go forward and back. There you go. It's got double arm joints, looking really cool. And then it can turn at the wrist, and it also can go forward like that, like so. And then the torso can move like so. It can turn 360 degrees, and the lower torso can also bend forward and back, just like all the Lightning Collection figures can, which is really cool. So it gives them more posability. The leg can move forward, and not quite back because of that bit of the Ranger booty, pretty much. Or if they're female with a skirt, that could be another obstacle that stops them from doing the splits. Unless you do it sideways, I guess, like that. Speaking of which, so you can turn at the thigh here, just like with all the others. Got a double knee joint here. Ow, pinch my finger. Ow. So we've got double knee joint here, as you can see. The foot can be flat, you can do it up or down like that, or you can turn it like so. The thing I found out with my figure is the figure's foot was like that, or like that in the box, so I just have to straighten it out and it looks all good. Alright, looking cool. I love that. I love Billy, so cool. And I think it's good we get to review him because this month is Pride Month, so, and he's a gay actor in real life, and you know, to me he's like my gay ranger hero and he is just awesome. Anyway, back to the review. Oh dear. Now we got the Power Lance looking awesome. Again, the coin is silver instead of gold, and I don't know why Hasbro made the coin silver instead of gold, but I don't think that's anything a little Sharpie can't fix. And that's the same for both ends. And there's meant to be a little bit of blue on that triangle bit here, but for some reason they didn't want to add that in. But it looks cool either way. And then it's the same with these little ones as well. The only thing that's missing is the main middle section, but the Power Lance is in the smaller version is exactly the same. Silver coins, silver on the ends and the blades, with a little lack of paint on that triangle bit on the blades. That's about it. Then we've got a blade blaster, just like with all the other Mighty Morphin Ranger figures we've got. Looking nice with red and white. So cool. And just like with all the others, we're going to just place it in the holster, which is on the side, like that. And we've also got, just like with most Ranger figures, we've got the head of Billy, so you can swap your figure's head to make it look like he's carrying under his arm. I can't believe the likeness, so perfect. And the glasses are right. I mean, okay, I think the glasses were meant to be silver, but then again, I haven't watched Mighty Morphin Season 1 for a while, so yeah, but it looks really cool. I like that. And I'll show you how to swap the hands and such in a minute. Speaking of hands, that's what's next. We got two punchy fist hands, one for the left and one for the right. The reason you got two is because you need it for Blue Ranger Billy's Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger signature pose. But you see that signature pose when you during the roll call for the Thunderzords, and also the Green with Evil Part 5, when they all do the roll call as 6 Rangers for the first time. There you go, it's something for you guys to check out. Last of all, we've got a little electrical effect like that, which will go on the end of the Power Lance, like this. So find the opening or where it goes, and then we're just going to put that on, and then make it so it hooks on. Oh. It takes a little while because there you go. It twists, so it sort of opens out, and then yeah, it takes it helps if you use the picture to on the box to sort of get you a good idea of how it's meant to go on there. So what it just seems to do at the moment is just slide off. There you go, just like that. That would do. But as I said, I'm going to show you how to swap the heads. So here we go. So to swap the heads of the figures, you just want to grip the head and the body. So you want to gently pull out this way, and you want to twist the body, and then that comes off. Then carefully put your Ranger head, your civilian, I call it civilian head, there we go. Twist and push down. And then you hear a little pop, and then that tells you it's on. And there you go. That looks really cool. So that's what the figure looks like with the Billy head on. So that just looks really cool. I love Hasbro giving us a figure where we can swap the heads and put civilian heads, so it can do a thing like you could have the Blue Ranger's helmet under his arm, sort of thing. But let's put this back to normal. I'm going to put the Blue Ranger head back on. There we go. It seems that when I used to swap the heads in the past reviews, you saw how it was a bit of a struggle sometimes. It seems what they've done is they must have changed something so it's easier to take the heads, take the heads on and off. So there we go. Now I'll show you how to swap the hands. Now I'm going to show you how to swap the hands. So to swap the figure's hands, you just have to, just like the head, you grip the hand and you twist and pull very gently till the figure hand comes off. Then you find the hand you want to put in place. Thankfully a lot of the Ranger hands, male Ranger hands fit in the male Ranger bodies and the female ones fit on the female bodies. You can then swap the hands between them depending if they got the same glove. So there you go. Then swap those hands like, carefully twist and push on like that. There you go. Okay, let's get back to the review, shall we? But for now, the Billy Blue Ranger Lightning Collection figure looks absolutely more phenomenal. I love it, and I'm sure anyone who's a fan of the Blue Ranger will love it too. Okay, let's keep it going with the next figure, which is the Ranger Slayer from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Shattered Grid and Beyond the Grid. Okay, time for figure number 2, and that is Mighty Morphin Ranger Slayer from the Boom Comics Studios, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Shattered Grid and also Beyond the Grid. So this is really interesting. It's really cool that we've got another female figure for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line. So, but it's interesting because she's at first a bad guy, but then she then becomes a good guy. But yes, it's something you'll have to check out in the Boom Studios comics, or play Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, because you get to play as her in the game. But let's get to the review. So first, details. So as you can see, she's an alternative version of the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger with a lot of different helmet, well, of a different design. She's pink and black. I love the helmet. It's like she's got some sort of spikes at the back of the helmet at the top, looking fantastic. And then we've got green for the eyes on the pterodactyl's head, and we've got black going down all the way down the body. We've got the pink diamonds, white and pink down the arms, and got a little holster, and we've also got a little Power Morpher buckle with the pterodactyl power coin, just like the Pink Ranger figure from Wave 2. Got pink, it's all like, looks like shin pads and armour and stuff. Not shin pads, sorry, knee pads. That's what I meant. So, oh dear. That's a knee, that's a shin. Dear. On the back, we've got the cape. That looks very torn and ragged. But the cool thing is with the cape is you can take it off. So, if you're like Edna, no capes, no capes. So you could have her as a normal Pink Ranger without a cape. But when you take it off, you can actually see the back of the figure with the pink. And so on and so on. Looking really cool. Okay, as for articulation, she's obviously a female figure. I'm going to take the cape off for this because it's going to cut her articulation in half. So she's got head articulation, just like all the other figures, 360 degrees. Then the arms, this, with the shoulder 360 degrees, and then also back and forward. She's got one elbow joint for some reason. I don't know why they only gave the females one elbow bend joint instead of two, but it's probably because the arm's a lot smaller and maybe it can't fit both for an elbow for both parts of the arm. I don't know. Then obviously you've got the hands as well. Could this one bend? No, no. This one, I think it's this one is the ones we discovered from the last wave where they bend up and down. This one's a little stiff at the moment because it's probably just because it's new, or you just need to shim it out a bit and then it will bend more easily. There we go. But be careful when you do that because you don't want to break this thing, for goodness sake. And now legs. So forward and back, but obviously the booty stops it from going back. Then double knee joint. So yeah, it could be that the reason it's not on the arm is because the arm's too small, but the leg is obviously big enough for both the knee joints. As for the foot, same as the male Rangers pretty much, so you can do it like that, have it flat, or upwards like that, or twist to get her in different poses. Okay, I'm going to put the cape back on. It feels a bit odd when she doesn't wear it. Okay, so we've had a look at the detailing and the, oh god, now I've got to try and get her to make sure she stands up. There you go. Now, as you can see with the accessories, she doesn't come with a Ranger Slayer Kimberly head, which is very disappointing because I would have liked to have had that head for the Ranger Slayer. Basically all it is, it's Kimberly where she's got really short hair, she's got sort of some sort of piercing in her, a ring piercing in her ear or something. But yeah, I think it's a shame that Hasbro didn't include it, but I'm sure someone will probably customise the Kimberly head from the second wave figure version and customise it, I guess. I don't know. But let's have a look at the accessories we got for this figure. So first we got a blade blaster, but it's all closed up because obviously she never used a blade blaster, but it's cool because this is the kind of blade blaster we probably would have liked to get with all the other Mighty Morphin figures. So we could have one that you put in the holster and then one you could use if you're blasting enemies. So there you go. But what we're going to do with that is, as you can see, it's just black with a little tint of silver instead of white, which makes it cool. So what we're going to do is going to put it in the holster just like the others. It'll let me. Hold on. Let me move the arm up. I'm trying to put it in and show you guys at the same time. There we go. That'll do. So there's the blade blaster in its closed up position. Next we have her main weapon. Now I call this weapon the Bow of Darkness because it does look like the Sword of Darkness the evil Green Ranger used. Now amazingly, Ranger Slayer is brainwashed by Lord Draken, just like Tommy was by Rita Repulsa. So it makes sense how she gives Ranger Slayer a bow that's based on the Sword of Darkness. Makes you wonder, whatever happened to the Sword of Darkness after he became Lord Draken? Does he still keep it? Did he get rid of it? Or yeah. But as you can see, it's a really nice silvery grey colour. A lot of black and red for the orbs, looking really cool. There's also a little pegs over here, but we'll get to those in a little while because I believe they're for these triple bows. So as you can see, triple arrows, because in the game Battle for the Grid she's able to power up herself and she's able to blast out three or four bows, and she also, I think she fires like 3 bows in the comics as well, which is pretty cool. But it's just grey arrows, because whereas with the Kimberly figure it came with 1 arrow that you could just use, but it does came with that same accessory. Only difference is that the one with the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger figure, her power bow power up accessory is a lighter pink, whereas the Ranger Slayer one is a darker pink because obviously she's a more evil version, which is really cool. And then she has 2 extra hands, being a karate, I call it the karate chop hand, which goes on. I think this bit at the back's meant to be pink because I'm sure she has like pink glove pads, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it for a while. So then there's a punching fist, looking really cool. Okay, now let's have a look at the let's get the accessory in her hands. So let me just try and figure it out. So this needs to be this side because you want the arrows to be on this. So there's that. You probably want it to be so this bit. So you want to be able to bend the figure. So you want to put the arm out and then put the accessory on here. So it rests. So it goes in between her finger, like so. Then find the little peg and then push it onto there. I know it's meant to go on the upper one, but no, who's gonna know? I mean, honestly, who's gonna know? So put that in there like that. Twist it a bit. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna aim it for that one then. There we go. I mean, I know it don't look perfect, but hold on. Let me see if I can get her in a pose for you guys. Trust me, it's not easy to get these figures in post. But there you go. That looks really cool. I like that. Let me just try and move it forward. Good, she's going to stay in place. Okay, so that's Ranger Slayer. Let's move on to the next figure, which is Tray of Triforia, the Zeo Gold Ranger. Okay, time for figure number 3. And it's the Tray of Triforia, otherwise better known as the Zeo Gold Ranger. Sweet! Okay, so I'm just going to point it out straight away that this Zeo Gold figure is exactly the same one that you get from the Jason 2 figure pack. The only thing that's different is you get the Golden Power Staff in the, I believe it's supposed to be for the Gold Rush, no, not Gold Rush position, basically the Blast position, and or the Summoning Zord position, and it also comes with Tray of Triforia's head as well. But let's just look through the figure anyway, just in case you guys haven't seen the 2 Jason figure review. I'm going to show you the figure just like any other. So, first of all, the details, as you can see, we've got a nice black and gold which goes beautifully together, as you can see. It's a nice gold colour on the shield with that really nice detailing going all the way around the shield. Looking really cool. I like the helmet as well with the Zeo Gold symbol representing number 6. Gold, and we've got the buckle with the Zeo Gold symbol. The cuffs are looking really awesome as well. Zeo Gold booty at the back. The buckle has the moulding as well, like the clip, which looks really cool, so it makes it feel a lot more show accurate. The gold on the knee pads, and the boots have that really nice gold cuffs as well. Articulation, again, is pretty much the same as all the figures, except obviously it's slightly cut in half. Well, kind of. It's just with the shield it makes it somewhat harder to do some of the poses, like having an arm all the way up in the air sort of thing, because of the shield, because otherwise it raises the shield up. And leg articulation exactly the same. And the elbows. The hands are different in the regards to, well, they can do the forward and back, whereas Zeo Blue, some of his hands was more like this, up and down, whereas the Zeo Gold is like that. But yeah, it's really cool. So like I said, they're exactly the same. Now he comes with his accessories of the Golden Power Staff in the Gold Rush Blast position, or Golden Pulse I call it. Oh, before I drop it, sorry. That looks really nice with gold and silver and red with a nice bit of detailing as well. Would be nice if this was painted gold, would have made it a lot more accurate. And there's a bit of silver at the bottom of the Golden Power Staff, and the back of it looks really cool. Well, actually they both look the same on both sides. Okay then, so here's the Tray of Triforia head. So as you can see, it's actually really cool that we get a different Ranger character instead of having another Jason head. There you go. That does look really cool. The hair and that little eye makeup thing as well. That looks cool. Got 2 punchy fists, just like the Blue Ranger one. Just like Mighty Morphin Blue. So we don't need to have a look at those because they're exactly the same. And finally the little electrical accessory which goes on the Golden Power Staff like this. So put that on. So I'm just going to put it on there, wrap it around. Actually I need to move it up just a bit. So obviously you need to make sure you've got room to hold the staff. Oh, you better let me put it in his hand. There we go. It keeps coming out. Come on, come on. There we go. I'll do it. Sometimes when you get these new figures for the first time out of the box, because I literally got these in the post today, and I just said to myself, right, I'm not going to open them until I review them because I want to share the moment with you guys. And here we go. So that looks really cool. I love that. So like I said, it's the exact same figure as the 2 Jason figure set. So if you didn't get the Zeo Gold or Jason 2 figure set, then I say get this, because then you'll get a different character head, being Trio Triforia. And you can still get the Jason head if you just get the Mighty Morphin figure head from Wave 3. Okay, well, let's move on to the last figure of this review, being Wes, the Red Time Force Ranger. Okay, it's now time for the last figure, figure number 4, which is Wes, the Red Time Force Ranger. Woohoo! Oh wow, I'm so excited about this because this is the very first Lightning Collection Time Force figure we've got. And what a great way to start off with Wes, the Red Time Force Ranger. Or maybe it could be Alex if you're an Alex fan, but let's face it, I think we're more of a Wes fan than an Alex fan. Okay, so let's get to it, shall we? So as always, let's start with the art, with the details. So first of all, we got a nice detailing on Wes's helmet with the silver and the red, and the silver for the mouthpiece and the black. The figure just looks really fantastic. And we got red for his Time Force symbol, which is like a triangle. Going down, we got the buckle in nice silver and blue colours. Nicely done. And the black belt going around. And the paintwork does continue to the back of the helmet as well, and on the back of the chest, or the back rather. The cuffs are nicely painted with black and silver. There is supposed to be a black line trim here and here at both ends of the cuffs, but I don't know why they didn't paint them. We got a chronomorpher on this cuff. I think that little circle is meant to be painted black, but oh well, never mind. I mean, again, a little Sharpie can fix that if you're really that bothered about the details and that little detailing like that. The cuffs of paint have got nice silver and black, looking really cool. Yeah, just like that. Okay, time for articulation. So, just like all the others, head articulation, arm forward and back, or 360 degrees in the shoulder, double elbow joint in the arm, like so. And then the hands have that up and down motion as well. Instead of, it doesn't move left to right sort of thing, it's just forward and back. Torso as well, just like all the other figures. 360 degrees up the upper torso, and then the front and back. The top and low torso can both move. You can know it moves because listen. Hear that clicking? That's how you know. Then the legs can move forward, back, double knee, and then the foot, or the boot rather, just like all the figures. I don't know if I showed you with Mighty Morphin Blue, but the boot on all the figure Rangers boots, like Zeo Gold, Mighty Morphin Blue, and Time Force Red, the boot can move, just to make it easier to pose. And the foot can go up, oh, hold on. You go down and up, or flat down like that. Okay, so that looks really cool. Okay, let's check out the accessories. So first we got the Chrono Blaster. Now, interestingly, a little trivia fact. In the original Japanese show, Time Ranger, where Time Force comes from, this blaster never existed. The Chrono Blaster was only added to Power Rangers Time Force just so Bandai could sell a blaster toy for the toys and use it in the series, which is really cool. And it also sort of goes with their Time Force officer stuff. So it's really cool that they included a little Chrono Blaster. Again, it would be nice if that little bit right here at the very end could have been painted gold. But again, you guys who customize Power Ranger toys, just put a little gold Sharpie and it will be right as rain. Or a little gold paint. And you're right. Next is the Chrono Sabers, one of the Time Force Rangers' main weapons, and one of my personal favourites. Because what I liked was each one had, it was like the hands of a clock. So like that. I'm just surprised they never did a Power Rangers Time Force clock using the actual sabers as the hands of the clock. Anyway, so yeah, what's really cool is you've got the red at the end to represent that it's the Red Ranger, because it's a red triangle, and the blades, look at that detailing on the blade. I don't know why they did it in clear plastic instead of just doing, like, making the blades all silver like they are in the show. And yeah, that's really cool. What you can do also is there's a peg and a hole, and you just connect them so you can put them together like that. Usually this version was used a lot more by the blue Time Force Ranger. So, but you can put it like that for Time Force Red if you wanted to. Now, we have Wes's head right here, looking really awesome. So they've really captured Jason Font, who plays Wes and Alex in Power Rangers Time Force, and it just looks so cool. I do hope Jason Font gets this figure himself, because that would just be really awesome. Okay, continuing on, we got 2 hand add-ons. We got a punching fist and a thumbs up, so that's really cool. So we got something a little different. And finally we've got a electrical effect in yellow. Now, if it was me, I would have given him red, because he's Red Ranger, and it makes more sense to give him a red electrical charge. Okay, what we're going to do now is I'm going to just put his, well, I'm going to try. As I said, these figures, when you first get the figures out of the box, they don't tend to want to hold their weapons straight away. There we go, there's one. What you do is you want to do it so when you put it on, you want the little finger to go inside the trigger of the toy. So that looks really cool. And then we'll get the other one in as well. That one should be a lot easier just to get in. There we go. That one, the little one doesn't have a trigger, so they just hold on to it just like that, if it will let me. There. So I'm just gonna get him in a pose. Then we're gonna add on the electrical effect, which just slides on that like that, and that looks really cool. Let me just bring it to the front, move it down. That looks really cool. I love that. Awesome stuff. Okay, well, that's it. So let's wrap up this review, shall we? Okay, Ranger Nation, well, that's it for this video. I've had a lot of fun reviewing these Morphinominal figures. Now, as I said at the start of the video, I got these from Comics and Cocktails, which is like a comic book shop in the UK. So if you guys want to get these figures, whether it's one of them or all 4 of them, then head on over to Comics and Cocktails. And they are also available at In Demand Toys, which is based in Norwich. So that's another one for you. I'm not too sure if there are other comic book stores in the UK that are going to sell these. I think Zavvi and Forbidden Planet are going to sell them too, but I won't know until I check out the website. But all you guys can go and check it out. And of course, if you're in America, Walmart, Target, give those guys a try, like online, or maybe go to their store and have a look. And well, that's it for this review. I had a lot of fun. As always, remember to like the video, share the video, comment below. Your question of the day is, do you have a favourite moment with one of these, or maybe all of these characters? So do you have a Blue Ranger Billy moment, or a Ranger Slayer moment, Trey of Triforia Gold Ranger moment, or West Time Force Red Ranger moment? And of course, go subscribe, because we've got many more phenomenal videos coming your way. Okay, so as always, thank you for watching. May the power protect you. And Ranger Nation, I will see you next time in another GoldKingRanger video. See you later, Ranger Nation.